Alright, what is going on, guys? So for some reason, it looks like it says that my stream status is bad. So as always, I would just love to know what you guys had to say about the stream quality. Make sure the audio is good, make sure the video is good. I swear, it's like every single time I try to do a live stream, something goes wrong. So today's topic, as you guys can see, we're going to be talking about the good old Mavic Pro and if it is still the best drone on the market. Now, I'm going to cut the stream a little bit short today. Today is Mother's Day. I'm going to try to hang out with my mom afterwards. I've been hanging out with her all day, but afterwards, I, just want to watch some TV with her, whatever. So I'm going to do about 30-minute stream, and then after that, no Q&A. I know I always try to do a Q&A, but for this time around, we're not going to do a Q&A, so sorry about that. But yeah, I mean, I guess let's just get into it. I know some people will probably want me to talk about the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0. I've already made a video on that, and really there's no difference besides adding OcuSync. So it is what it is. It's pretty much the same price, $1,500, new ESCs, new props, new new transmission system. So you've got OcuSync rather than Lightbridge. Mavic Gang, Billy, I love you. Mavic Gang, I love you too. But anyway, let's just get into this topic today. I want to talk about the Mavic Pro and if it's still the best drone, today in 2018. Now, originally, if you looked at a drone and you thought, what is the perfect drone? It was something like the Phantom. And then the Mavic came along and totally revolutionized the drone industry. So I've got a few points down here. The first thing I want to talk about is my initial thoughts of the drone, which were not that high. Like, I really didn't like it all that much. I came from a Phantom 4, and then I bought the Phantom 4 Pro afterwards, and when I got the Mavic in between, yeah, it was nice to be able to lug that, or not lug it, but, keep it nice and small, put it in my backpack, and carry it around, rather than carry around the big Phantom, but, like, the video quality just seemed not that good to me. I remember taking it with me the very first time I got my Mavic, and I wanted to film some really cool stuff on hikes because it was just like the perfect size. I traded my Phantom, or I didn't trade it, I sold my Phantom 4 Pro, my Phantom 4, not my Phantom 4 Pro, sold my Phantom 4 and got the Mavic, thought it was going to totally replace my Phantom 4, but then when I started shooting with it, it just didn't look good whatsoever. Like, it just seemed like it had an orange tint over it. The whole entire right side of the camera was out of focus. I actually went to Best Buy, returned it, got a new one, and then the camera was fine, but it still had that weird orange tint. Now, moving forward, DJI has done some updates, some firmware updates to the camera. They've made it a little bit better, and I would say it definitely is better. I remember I took it to Connecticut when I went to go visit my girlfriend. I was flying it around Charles Island, and the video quality looked great, and I was actually very impressed. One of the things I really love about the Mavic is the fact that you can switch it into portrait mode and take photos like that. Now, I thought I wasn't going to be using it that much, but sometimes I reach for the Mavic Pro specifically because it can take portrait photos. Just the fact that the camera can totally move is perfect. So my initial thoughts of it were not that good. Again, I loved how portable and small it was, but the camera is one of the biggest, the biggest things in a drone to me. So I really just wasn't a fan. Now the Mavic Air has come along, and I love this drone. This is even smaller than the Mavic Pro. If we kind of put them up next to each other, I hope that you guys could see that. But the Mavic Air is like perfect in my opinion. It's just really small. It's got a great camera. I would love to see OcuSync in it. Wi-Fi kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I can still get about a mile of range with no problems whatsoever. 2 miles is pushing it, but 1 mile, perfect for me. I'm not going to be flying any further than that. But there's a couple of reasons why I want to talk about the Mavic Pro now in 2018, because if we look at the Mavic Pro, it's like, wow, this still looks like a brand new drone. When did it come out? It came out in 2016. I mean, I remember starting college, freshman year, starting this YouTube channel, and the Mavic Pro came out, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. It's so much smaller than the Phantom. But now that I think about it, I just finished my sophomore year of high school, and that came out, I finished my sophomore year of college, and that came out in the beginning of freshman year of college for me, which is just crazy. My thoughts on it now are it's a great drone. I think I'd go for the Mavic Air over the Mavic Pro, just because it's smaller, better camera, etc., etc. And also it has the removable joysticks. But the one thing I love about the Mavic Pro is the built-in display. Like, I can't get away from that. So let's see what y'all are saying in the chat. Hi, just sent my Mavic Pro in for repair 2 days ago. Worked fine, then stopped focusing. Missed it already. Yeah, so Andrew, that was a problem. Actually, it seems like these drones, these cameras in the Mavic, maybe it was like the first batch, but the cameras were just bad. Now, I've not yet to mention anything about the Mavic Pro Platinum. Obviously, that's a pretty significant upgrade, but we have to remember that it's more money than the Mavic Pro. And honestly, that's one of the biggest things to look out for right now if you're looking for a drone, is the Mavic Pro. I think is still probably the best drone. You know, I titled this, "Is the Mavic Pro still the best drone?" Which I'd have to say, yeah. Like, it's the best all-around drone. While I myself would love going for something, say, like the Phantom 4 Pro, or even the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 if I had it. But I would always go with the Phantom 4 Pro just because the camera is just so nice. But on the other hand, you really can't beat the portability. And this, in my opinion, is like the best drone for the everyday person. Most of you guys watching this probably have a Mavic Pro. I know a couple of times I've asked through a poll on my YouTube channel, what drones do you guys fly? And it's always like the Mavic Pro at the top. The same thing in my Facebook group, DJI Workshop. Shout out to you guys if you're coming from DJI Workshop. But I just think that a lot of people have the Mavic Pro. It's like the go-to drone. In fact, I was watching the Blacklist, and they had the Mavic Pro in the Blacklist. It was like they were using it for something. Like they tried to like get away with a small little like USB drive, and they attached it to a Mavic Pro, and it flew up. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure. Let's see what other people are saying. It has zoom in as well. Yeah, so Linko PR 2016. This is like one of the only drones that has the zoom feature. I think the Phantom 4 has it, but not the Phantom 4 Pros for some reason. But with the Mavic Pro, if you shoot in 1080p, you can actually punch in right there and see the zoom view within the DJI Go app, which is a pretty helpful feature in my opinion, especially if you're up high and you want to get down low, look at something, but maybe there's trees in the way. I don't know. It really does come in handy at points in time. But there are a few things, again, that I want to go over now that it's 2018. So how it stacks up against the current drones on the market. So right now, I feel like DJI is just toying with some of these other companies by releasing like the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 with barely any changes, still selling it for the same price. I mean, the Phantom 4 Pro came out again almost 2 years ago, and now a year and a half ago, they've made such little improvements, and like the Phantom 4 Pro is still one of the best drones on the market. Let's be real. But that's one of the biggest problems, and that's something that a lot of people are discussing right now in this drone community, is that there's really no competition within the industry. I mean, we've got Autel with the Evo. Again, not really hearing anything from them. I tried to reach out to them, see if they would be able to maybe fly me out and fly the Evo around, give you guys a first-hand look. And I got their attention through Twitter. They DM'd me, and then I emailed the guy who like gave me his email. Heard nothing from him. So that's just the thing, is there's like barely any competition right now, which sucks. And that's why like the Mavic Pro, being almost a 2-year-old drone, is still like the best on the market. Like DJI doesn't have to come out with anything crazy right now because they've got no competition. That's one of the reasons why I still think it's the best drone in 2018. But also we need to talk about the price. So over my computer here, I've pulled up some prices. So if we look at the Mavic Pro right now, it's on sale for $900. It was originally $1,000. Right now it's on sale for $900, and also you get one free additional battery, which is I think around like $80 or $90. So you're basically saving a full $180, and I would always recommend getting a new battery for your drone, or a second battery at least. I think that the perfect amount is 3 batteries, although 2 batteries will get you going. So that is the price as far as the Mavic Pro. Again, it's only $900. Now the Phantom 4 Pro Platinum is a jump up from that sale price of $200, so it's $1,100. And for those extra $200, you basically get a different paint job. It's more of like a platinum color, as the name states. It's more of like a lighter silver. And also, you get longer flight time, quieter flight, and the new ESCs, which again pretty much give you the longer flight time. So you're going from about 27 minutes. It's advertised here as 27 minutes, and the Platinum you get 30 minutes. So I know that some of you guys are probably saying, no, the Mavic Pro Platinum is the best drone, but honestly, I kind of grouped them together. They're like so similar. I could go and grab the Mavic Pro Platinum propellers, put them on my Mavic Pro, and it pretty much kind of works the same. I mean, the flight time is a little bit different, but you guys get what I mean. And now if we look at the Mavic Pro Fly More combo, this is the Mavic Pro, not the Mavic Pro Platinum. It is $1,149 rather than the $1,300. So right now it's on sale for $150. Again, these are like some great prices and some great sales on the Mavic Pro. I wonder if they're doing these sales just kind of to push them out, get them out of the warehouse, make room for maybe more Mavic Pro Platinums, discontinue the Mavic Pro, and just make the Mavic Pro Platinum like the drone that they sell for the Mavic Pro. So that could be a possibility. Really quickly, just going to pop in the chat, see what all y'all are saying. All right, so Tiger Wolf says $89 for a battery on DJI, so it's $90 you're saving. You get a free battery with the Mavic Pro, so you're saving $90. K-Bird Channel, what about the Unique H? I don't know, man. Unique... All right, yeah. So he commented twice. He said, "What about the Unique H?" So I haven't done a lot of looking on the Unique, but like their drones are even more like bulky than the Phantom 4 Pro. So many people are turning away from the Phantom series just because of how bulky it is. But then you look at something like the Mavic, and it's just even more bulky. Mavic Gang, thank you for the $2 super chat. Again, guys, super chat is on. If you guys want to donate, that pretty much goes right towards this channel. I'm kind of looking to buy some new lights right now, so whatever you guys want to do. Mavic Gang, again, thank you for the $2 super chat. Yeah, so K-Bird Channel, Unique. I really haven't done all my research on Unique. I'm pretty big into DJI, as you guys know, and also I'm pretty big in Autel right now just because of the hype around the Evo. But like right now they've got no direct competitor to the Mavic, and I don't know if you guys have seen all like the clones of the Mavic and all the people trying to make drones like the Mavic, like the Walkera Vitus. A lot of them are just like, you know, it's like, oh, this is the Mavic killer, and then you hear nothing about them because the Mavic is great. Now in 2018, right now, the Mavic Pro can shoot at 4K. AJ Williams, yes, you were the first comment. AJ, I meant to mention it. So I did talk about I said that the Mavic Pro Platinum is probably the best drone, but I'm grouping them together. So AJ, don't worry. Don't worry, you were the first comment. I got you. Anyway, I want to talk about the camera of the, let's see, of the Mavic Pro Platinum. So my one gripe with this camera is how fragile the gimbal is, and also the gimbal guard. It is a total pain to put on. I think that the gimbal is a little bit fragile. I like how they kind of beefed it up for the Mavic Air. But imagine this. You have a 4K camera right now in 2018, and most people are posting in 1080p. So 4K really isn't the standard right now. One of the biggest things that I see happening with the Phantom series is the camera getting upgraded, interchangeable lenses with 5.2K, but like right now, 1080p is still the standard, and we've got a drone that came out 2 years ago still shooting in 4K. Like if you bought a Mavic Pro right now, I guarantee you get 5 years of life out of this thing if you fly, you know, semi-regularly, not every single day, pushing it to its limits. Accidents do happen, you could crash it, but like this drone could last you a long time. It's really tough. I've crashed it before, really nothing has happened to it. But like, I mean, imagine it. You've got a 4K camera right now in 2018, and I don't know. I think that the longevity of this camera or of this drone and in total is, you know, a good thing. Mavic Gang, again, $2. Thank you, Mavic Gang, for the super chat. AJ Williams said your name, of course. Zach Harmon, up to 90 views. Let's go. Yeah. So guys, I think that's probably the most concurrent 90 viewers that I've had. I want to try to push 100. That'd be pretty cool. I mean, I feel like I've already almost discussed everything about the Mavic Pro. Let's see, I had a couple of more points that I wanted to go over. So yeah, I discussed the price drops. Again, like these drones are super cheap right now in terms of what they were when they came out. Sometimes I see that they discount the Mavic Pro Platinum a little bit, sometimes too, like by like $50. So if you're really looking for that upgrade, you could wait for some sort of sale. But like right now, it's so tough to like really know what DJI is coming out with. Like the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 kind of came out of nowhere. And I'd be a little bit upset if it was like a big upgrade, but like it was like the smallest upgrade possible, which kind of sucks, but oh well. Lino PR 2016, thank you for the $2 super chat. You are the man. It seems like everyone's on this $1.99 train tonight. Let's see. Abe Ab says customer service is everything DJI. Yeah, I know a lot of people seem to hate DJI customer support, but I don't know. I've never really had too much of an issue with them, although I know some people have horror stories. Mavic Gang says, I love the Mavics. Oh, man. Okay, for a second I thought he said I love the Matrices. The Matrice like series is probably my favorite drone right now. Like, I don't have it, but it just looks awesome. AJ Williams, what flaws does the Evo have? So, God, I don't even want to talk about the Evo right now. Apparently, it's still in like beta software. Again, I haven't really gotten a chance to get my hands on it except for at CES. So, I've got no idea. So, Oz by Drone says something. This is actually a Mavic-related question. Let's go. He says, why will the newer ESC and props give more flight time on the Mavic Pro Platinum, but no extra flight time on the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0? That's a good question. I'm really not sure why it doesn't give you more flight time on the Phantom 4 Pro. I would be interested to like ask someone from DJI why you don't get at least like 1 or 2 minutes extra flight time. That's a little bit weird because again, that's just like another slap in the face. Like, why would you go and get the Mavic, or why would you go and get the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 if you've already got the Phantom 4 Pro? Again, give me those props, and I guarantee you that I basically got my Phantom 4 Pro, or I've got the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0. Tiger Wolf, $5 super chat. Thank you, my man. It means a lot. Okay, so back to the Mavic Pro the Mavic Pro. Okay, so I guess like now, just for the rest of the video, I guess, what is it? It's 9:17. Rick Halber, $20. Take mom for an ice cream. Rick, I think you're reading my mind because me and my mom are going for ice cream after this stream. So, Rick, thank you for the $20. I'll make sure that I pay for her. Alright, so I guess I'll give you guys a final verdict. We went over basically all the specs. Actually, one thing I want to talk about is the flight time, just because it's super underrated. Like, at very first, when I was buying a drone, the Phantom 4, I was like, you know, okay, cool, it can stay in the air for 30 minutes. I never really thought about flight time, but now as I'm flying it around, flight time is a huge factor. Like, I would have to say, like, everything that ranks in terms of purchasing a drone, first is camera for me. I know some people probably would disagree. It probably goes camera, then flight time, then portability. So when I fly my Mavic Air, it dies pretty quickly, especially compared to something like the Phantom 4 Pro. But like the Mavic Pro, or I'm sorry, the Phantom 4 Pro, the Mavic Pro stays in the air for 27 minutes. I remember one time I was doing like a little test with all the different drones, all the cameras. I kind of wanted to make like a video where I tested each camera, put them side by side. I was doing the Mavic Pro, the Mavic Air, and the Spark. And I mean, it was like I put the Spark up and I could fly around for 16 minutes, or sorry, like 11 minutes I think I got out of the Spark. And then I put the Mavic Air up, got about 16-ish minutes, 17-ish minutes, whatever it is. And then I had the Mavic Pro up, and it was like up there forever. Like I was taking shots, taking, you know, all the shots that I kind of planned out. And then I was like, oh my God, I've still got 55% battery. Dennis Lovelady, $20 super chat, $20 super chat. Thank you, man. It means a lot. I'm also going to go up. Oh, I thought I saw something else. Rick, again, thank you for the $20. I know I already talked to you guys. I already shouted you out. Sorry guys, it's kind of like an improv 2 stream. I came up with this idea probably like 2 hours ago just to talk about the Mavic Pro. Okay, so now that we went over flight time, I think that like the ultimate thing, or the ultimate decision here is that yes, the Mavic Pro is still the best drone in 2018. And I say that with confidence. Like, I don't think anybody right now can top DJI's Mavic Pro that came out 2 years ago, almost 2 years ago. Yakov Berkovitz, €5. Is that euros? €5 super chat. Thank you, my man. I definitely do appreciate these super chats. Whoa, man. Carl James says he's got 7 batteries for the Air. I've got 4 batteries right now just so I can totally fill up my charging hub when I go to charge them up. But man, 7 batteries. That'd be pretty cool. I've seen some of these cases where you can literally just fit Phantom 4 Pro batteries in there. Like it's a huge, hard, it's like a hard case made by GPC, and it's just for batteries. You can fit like 15 batteries in there. It's pretty crazy. But thank you everyone for these super chats. Flying around. Hi Billy, I'm so impressed with my Mavic. The DJI goggles enhance the overall experience. That is actually a big thing. So with the DJI goggles, I feel like they're only usable with the Mavic Pro. I guess now with the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 also, just being able to use the DJI goggles and get that immersive experience wirelessly, that is huge. I loved using it with my Mavic Pro, and when I'd use it with my Phantom 4 Pro, it was kind of a drag. Like I had to choose between either the goggles or my screen, but with the Mavic Pro, I can use the screen and the goggles, which is just awesome. Mavic is lit. Mavic is lit. I have to agree. In the very beginning, I was like, nah, the Mavic is really not that good, but now I really am loving the Mavic. Like, I think that I'm definitely using the Mavic Air a lot more than the Mavic Pro. Like, I really don't fly with this. Actually, I flew this the other day, and again, I'm just like so impressed by the flight time because I'm so used to flying the Mavic Air or something a little bit smaller. And I'm like ready to land, and I'm like, wow, I've still got so much time that I could fly around, which again kind of saves you money in the long run because you don't have to keep buying batteries. Like you could buy 4 batteries and be fine with the Mavic Pro, whereas you'd get significantly less time with the Mavic Air. So again, final verdict, the Mavic Pro definitely still worth it in 2018. It's still the best drone, all around drone, I'd say. I mean, of course you've got the Inspire 2. That's like the best drone. It's got the best performance, the best flight time, the best camera. It can, you know, has the detachable gimbals, all that stuff. So the Inspire 2, probably the best drone right now. Actually, no. the Matrice is definitely the best drone right now. But I'd say overall, Mavic Pro tops the charts. Mavic Pro Platinum also tops the charts. I know that I was talking to Kelly, actually, probably like 3 weeks ago. Kelly from Ready Set Drone, when me and Ken were doing our live stream, and he was talking, or I asked him, because he flies so many drones. He's not just DJI. He flies all the racers. He flies acro, all that stuff. And I asked him, I said, what is your favorite drone? I mean, you fly all these drones. Which one is your favorite? And he said the Mavic Pro Platinum. So I've never flown the Mavic Pro Platinum. I know, again, if you slap on those propellers onto the Mavic Pro, you still get the quieter flight time. But, like, I'd love to be able to use those propellers on the drone it was designed for. So, like, part of me just really wants to just splurge and buy the Mavic Pro Platinum. But I think that I'm going to save my money and wait for something else to come out. So that basically wraps up what I want to talk about in terms of the Mavic. I guess right now, I didn't think I was going to have enough time. I'm going to stream for probably another 10-15 minutes, so we'll just throw a quick Q&A here at the end. You guys can ask any questions that you guys have about the Mavic. That would probably be a little bit more favorable, but if you guys want to, you can also ask questions about anything personal, school, YouTube, anything like that. Okay, let's see. Claude Christopher Scott says, for a beginner, what wind speed should I fly my Mavic Air in? 10 miles per hour or 20 miles per hour? 50? Okay, so I guess he's wondering what the max wind speed is that he should fly in with the Mavic Air. I've noticed that the Mavic Air really doesn't like the wind. So like 15 miles an hour is probably like your maximum. If you flip it into sport mode, you could probably cut through the wind coming back, but if you catch a tailwind, you could definitely get the Mavic Air moving pretty quickly. But yeah, I'd say that 15 miles an hour is probably pretty good with the Mavic Air. Coming from something like the Phantom 4 Pro, that's like a beast and can just handle basically any wind speed. I feel like I could fly that thing in the Hurricane. All right, maybe not Hurricane, but you guys understand. Coming from the Phantom 4 Pro, I'm a little bit unimpressed with the Mavic Air. So for one, I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this if you guys have a Mavic Air. If you're flying straight ahead and you flip it in sport mode, the camera shoots straight down. Like, you can't look forward with the camera on sport mode, which kind of sucks. I love getting like fast moving sweeping shots with the camera and with the Mavic Air in sport mode, but it just shoots straight down. It's super annoying. So again, let's see. Eli Mellet says, in Final Cut Pro 10, do you create a new library for every video, or do you have one library? Okay, so Eli, I have one library, and then after that, I create new events for each video, and then within the event, I've got the project and all my clips, and then I basically edit within that event. I know some people make whole like new libraries just for their videos. Everyone has a different style. I was actually gonna try to make brand new libraries and save each library for each video. I think that'd be pretty cool to just save the full edited video. That'd take up a lot of storage, but I think that the way that I do it is pretty easy just by doing events. Let's see. So there was somebody I just saw. Someone asked about. Someone just asked about. Oh, come on. Okay, Rick Halber. Oh God, it wasn't a question. All right, Rick. I thought you asked a question about the third-party Mavic batteries. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Let's see. I'm gonna actually look this up on Amazon real quick. Bear with me here, but so there are these like third-party batteries that are being sold for the Mavic Pro. Oh God, I didn't even type in battery. So Mavic Pro battery. I think they're made by Energen. No, Power Extra. Okay, so Power Extra makes these Mavic Pro batteries, and they're cheaper than the actual like genuine DJI Mavic Pro batteries. Now, even though they're cheaper, don't buy them. Like, I'm telling you right now, do not buy these batteries. I was on Ken Heron's live stream like 4 weeks ago, and something that had happened to one of the viewers was like the battery melted, and like part of that melted onto the actual like terminal, or the battery terminal on the Mavic Pro. And he was showing this video where he was flying it probably about like 2 feet up, and it just lost power, totally killed power, and fell from the sky. So I would definitely not recommend using the Power Extra batteries. Just go spend the extra 30 bucks, buy a genuine DJI battery. Let's see, it looks like it's got some pretty good ratings. 74% rated 5 stars, but again, just from what I've heard, I would definitely stay away from that. Spend the extra 30 bucks and save your investment in the Mavic Pro. So I just figured I'd throw that out real quick. Let's see. B Hendo says, does the Mavic Air need a UV filter? So let's see, the Mavic Air actually doesn't have a UV filter, which I've actually got a Polar Pro filter on there right now, but the Mavic Pro doesn't have a UV filter on it. If you unscrew the actual part to put a filter on here, it's like just a small ring. At first, I thought it was a glass piece. You put it over, it protects the lens, everything like that. But upon second glance, it's actually just a little ring that's open, and the actual glass to the camera is exposed, which I don't think is that big of a problem. Like, unless you crash, it probably won't scratch up the camera, and as long as you're nice and, you know, gentle with your drone, I guess, then you're going to be good. But if you guys want, you can invest in something like a UV filter. I know Freewell makes UV filters for the Mavic Air to protect that glass. So Behendo, if you want to, go ahead, check that out. I know that they make some UV filters if you want to throw that on there. Mavic Gang says, I'm Mavic Gang for life. Yo, Mavic Gang, you must love this stream right now because it's titled the Mavic Pro. Kyle P says, filters are just an extra toy to waste money. I would have to disagree, Kyle. Filters are like a huge part of any drone flyer. Like, if you're flying for video, you definitely need to have ND filters. There's just no way around it. You need to be able to lower that shutter speed so everything looks nice and, like, I don't know what the word is. But it almost looks like stop motion. Like, sometimes when I've got my camera pointed straight down with a really high shutter speed, when it's like really sunny out, it like almost looks like it's stopped, like skipping frames as I'm moving. But it's just because the frame or the shutter speed is so high. It's shooting so quick. So I would definitely recommend getting ND filters. Although, can anyone really say that footage is worth a $100 filter? Kyle P. All right. Look, I'm not trying to be a smarty pants here, but oh God, I can't find them now. Here they are. All right, so this actually pertains to the Mavic Pro, so this goes along with the stream. Kyle P, check out that link right there. Those are $25 Mavic Pro filters. So I'm sure a lot of you guys are here because of the Mavic Pro. If you guys want to check those out, those are like $25, I think it was. It's $24.99 for 4 filters. You get an ND4, ND8, ND16, and an ND32, and it comes in like a small travel case too. It's like it almost looks like a little book. But that's like perfect. I've noticed that they're just as good as the Polar Pro lenses that I use. If you guys want to check them out, that's like a non-affiliate link. I know that some people seem to get a little bit upset when you send affiliate links, but if you guys want to check that out, pretty cool. Let's see what some other people are saying. I'm gonna get wrapped up here in just a little bit. Anna Smith, are filters worth it for the Mavic Pro? All right, so Anna, I just answered that. Filters are definitely worth it for the Mavic Pro. ND filters, I would recommend Polar Pro. I think they make the best lenses or the best filters. But if you want a cheap option, go ahead and check out that Amazon link I just threw in the chat, and that's gonna take you to an Amazon page for filters that are only 25 bucks. Again, pretty worth it. Let's see. Claude Christopher Scott says, should I update the new firmware that was released on May 2nd, 2018 for the Mavic Air? Claude, I updated. I've got no problems. For a long time, I actually, what was I going to say? Oh gosh, oh yeah. For the longest time, actually, it was like in the beginning of this year, I remember all these drones getting like new firmware updates and new features left and right, but like there's been no new features added to any of these drones. Like for the longest time, I've been waiting for the Mavic Pro to get the boomerang and the what's it called? The asteroid quick shots, like all of that stuff. I've been waiting for so long for those different quick shots to trickle over to these different drones, but like there's just been nothing really added to these drones, like no firmware updates. I don't know, kind of sucks. Gary Foster says 4K files are huge and hard to edit. Gary, I agree with you. You know, doing YouTube as kind of like my job right now during school, during college, just to kind of help me with some money. I think that 4K, shooting in 4K is important to me. But again, if you guys don't have like the power of a powerful computer, or if you don't have like the storage to store all of that footage, I totally understand. Shooting 1080p is perfect right now. I mean, if you publish a video in 1080p, no one's gonna say, wow, that video looks blurry. Although to me, I've been watching 4K video a lot, and it seems like 1080p is almost looking blurry to me now. But shooting in 1080p is like totally worth it. I mean, the reason I shoot in 4K, honestly, is just kind of like to future-proof all of my videos. So, like, in the future, if I want to go back and I want to grab, you know, a shot of the Mavic Pro, it's going to be there, full 4K, boom, I can throw it into any video right now. And also, in the future, when 4K displays and 4K streaming, all of that is the norm, which, God, I don't even know when that's going to come. But you're going to look back at some of my videos, some of the first videos I've created and say, oh, wow, it's in 4K, that's nice. So, I don't know, that's kind of my thought process. Devin Breeshiers says, I saw the Mavic Pro Platinum at Costco that comes with the DJI goggles, but since the Pro isn't getting quick shots, I'm going to stay away from it and stick with the Air. So, Devin, it actually does have quick shots. It's got like the standard for quick shots. It just doesn't have the two new on the Mavic Air yet. I'm sure that they'll update it soon. It just doesn't have Boomerang or Asteroid. But that's a pretty good deal. I've seen Costco have some really good drone deals. Like I actually saw the Mavic Pro down to $699. Like it was $700 at Costco. I don't know if they're just trying to like clear their inventory and get out of the drone game, but Costco has got some great deals. You know what? I know I'm like over here on my computer looking everything up, but I really would like to see what Costco is selling the Mavic Pro for right now. All right, so let's see. Costco Mavic Pro. Come on, load. Okay, so yeah, he's actually right. Right now, DJI Mavic Pro Platinum Aerial Camera Bundle. It is $1,300, and it comes with the sling backpack. I think that's probably for the goggles. It comes with a sling backpack. It comes with the goggles and also the Mavic Pro Platinum. So, yeah, that's a great deal, especially getting brand new goggles for $250. Pretty cool. Now, the last thing I want to talk about, I guess, kind of to bring this video to close, is the controller of the Mavic Pro. This is single-handedly the best design for a remote controller ever. Now, this would be perfect if it had the removable sticks. The Mavic Air's got the removable sticks. You know, that's always a lifesaver. But, like, this middle screen, you guys don't understand how helpful it is until you use it. I know, again, probably most of you guys have the Mavic Pro, so you know what I'm talking about. But when I fly my Phantom 4 Pro, I'm like, gosh, I really wish I had that screen. I really wish I could see like my flight telemetry right there rather than having to look at the screen. Like it's just all laid out for me perfectly. So I think that's perfect. I wish that with the new Phantom 4 Pro 2.0, they actually added a screen onto the remote controller. That'd make it like, I'd probably do it. I'd probably buy it. I'd probably try to sell my Phantom 4 Pro right now and buy the Phantom 4 Pro 2.0 just because it has that little small screen. But honestly, this is like huge. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up the stream now, guys. I'm going to go hang out with my mom a little bit. Thank you guys for all coming out. It means the world to me. I like streaming. It's a lot of fun. It's cool to just sit back, relax, hang out, talk to you guys. Again, I love interacting with you. And Sunday nights seem to be a pretty cool or a pretty good time. Let me know what you guys think about timing for this. I love doing 9 o'clock Sunday. It's just wrapping up the week. I'm sure like everyone's kind of like waiting around for Monday to start by tonight or by Sunday night. So let me know what you guys think. Who is that? Commando Island Drones. I just farted. Nice. So, like, and again, I don't really have high expectations for this. I just kind of sit down, turn on the webcam. I've got OBS running. I've got a couple of different, like, scenes to switch between my computer screen, to switch between, you know, obviously this main camera. But I would like to, you know, maybe add a couple of more features to the stream. But right now, it's just relaxing, talking to you guys, talking about drones. Today we talked about the Mavic Pro. I like the Mavic Pro. It's pretty cool. But I think the Mavic Air is like my go-to. I wouldn't say the Mavic Air is the best. I'd say the Mavic Pro is still better. But like the thing that's like really annoying is like the Mavic Air right now does things that are better than the Mavic Pro, but it's cheaper. So then people are like, oh, let me buy the Mavic Air. But like in reality, I think the Mavic Pro is still the best. Still has a 4K camera that's surprisingly not as good as the Mavic Air. I'm kind of surprised about that. But the flight time is better. It's got OcuSync. It's more powerful. It's a little bit more robust. So honestly, the Mavic Pro is still the best drone of 2018. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the stream. Be sure to tune in next Sunday for another episode. It's not really episodes. I'm just calling it BK Live. I'm just streaming, just having a fun time. So again, hope you guys enjoyed. Look out for some more uploads coming out this week. It's summertime right now. I've got like nothing to do but make videos. So anyway, thank you guys for coming out, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.